live, and Mother Depper's live, and Mother Depper's live. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm alone. Okay. What's up? Welcome to Qstunna325's. Hopefully I'm not getting drowned out. That sounds like I am. So, yeah. So yeah, we're here. I don't want to be. He said, "Oh no, not E3." Holy crap. Yeah. My bad, Wall. Yeah, but I'm just gonna run through this stuff real quick. I know this is like hella late. I'm gonna go through it anywho. Yeah, I'm just doing foul play. This won't be the last stream of the night. I'm planning something else ahead, hopefully. I should be able to rock out, so let's do this. I should have gave this to you guys a while ago. So if this ain't your cup of tea, you're like, oh, forget this Mother Deppa. He's mad late. This stuff already came out. I get it. So I won't hate on you guys if this is gonna be like, oh no, I got shit though. This Mother Deppa is wilding for this. But I did say I was gonna touch on it, so that's what I'm gonna love and do. So, way back, dang near a month ago, E3 passed, Ubisoft Forward had theirs, so I'm gonna go through theirs. I'm gonna just hit on everybody, so it shouldn't be too long. It's old stuff, but I'm also gonna throw a bit of new stuff that just happened today in there, so I might even have to edit this Mother Deppa straight. Yeah. Anywho, because my phone is on death row, let's just get it moving. So, Ubisoft had theirs first, so that was like on June 12th. I don't have everybody's dates, because I just said screw that. I said I was going to do it. I just want to touch on it, get through everybody's, and we move on to what happened today and yesterday. You know what? Let me touch on something that happened yesterday. So, before we just knock out all this E3 stuff. So, if you guys were paying attention, Nintendo dropped this trailer yesterday morning. I was at work and stuff. And I was like, oh snap, I want a break. I'm like, oh, Nintendo? I was on Facebook, I was like, oh snap. They have a new trailer, right, for the Nintendo Switch OLED, in parentheses, so, you know, you get a prettier, slightly bigger screen. The back, ooh, excuse me, I know y'all like Qstunna and nasty Mother Deppa. The back of the Switch comes out, and that's the kickstand instead of the little flap that's on the original Switch, if you have it, or the revision. Yeah, there's a little flap, and boom, that's your kickstand, and it's supposed to hold your Switch out. I know a lot of people complain. I don't want to bore you guys, so I'm going to try to play and talk, so you guys have something to look at instead of just a little menu thing. instead of a little flap that sticks out on the original and the revision, you have the whole back for this newer Switch, or a newer like revision of the Switch. So that's cool. It's like a whole little back half, so it's a lot more steadier. You have people who are like, oh, my Switch keeps coming down all the time. It doesn't stand my Switch up. I'm having issues with it. I'm like, that's a real possibility. So I'm not trying to undermine them at all. But I'm like, yo, I use that little flap switch all the time. That little kickstand that they give you. And people are complaining like it'll always snap off, it'll always come off. I don't know what the heck you're doing with your Switch. I've had that little flap out and I've never had any issues. I've watched YouTube, I've watched freaking videos, I've played my Switch in hand, tabletop mode is what they call it, when you take the Joy-Cons off and you have the little flap and use your Joy-Cons. I never had any issues with that. But thank you all for vibing out, man. I appreciate it. So there's that. The Switch dock also has a LAN port on it, so if you have a long enough LAN cord from your router, boop, put in your Switch dock, boop, get the hard internet connection, because it's wired. And you get your internet through the wire. Oh, there it is. Alright, so, boom. So, if that's enticing to you, get it. Anywhere from 4.5 to 9 hours. You can get out of it. Now, they say it could vary because of the screen. It's an OLED screen, not an LED screen. If that's good enough for you, or maybe even if you don't have a Switch, I'd probably be more so inclined to tell you, yeah, pick that one up if you don't have a Switch. I have a revised Switch as we speak. I freaking love it. It's beautiful. It's dope. And I've been playing some games on there. But let's hit on the speakers. So, first off, we're starting off with Ubisoft Forward. I told you guys when it started. We talked about Rainbow Six Siege Extraction. They were super hype about it. It's 1 to 3 player co-op experience where you fight the alien threat. And they said there's like a high risk, high reward based on how you play. You know, you keep playing, you keep going with the operative, you get more rewards, probably some better loot, etc. But they're like, oh, you can also lose all that progress if your operative dies. You get like captured and go MIA, and you have to start all over, get a new operative until you save them, and then bam, you can use your characters. They had different like tiers of them called Archeans. I believe that's the alien race. They had Spikers, which are like, you know, they can bring out these spikes from the ground. Sprawl, they're like some liquid kind of alien. Breachers, Tormentors, and the Apex, which is like, they're a lot smarter, they're speed, you know, they got some power, everything like that. And they showed off this game called Rocksmith, where you can learn to play an instrument. So if you ever wanted to get into like playing a guitar or something, I think it's there, different songs. Then they showed off Riders Republic, which is pretty much a jack of all trades when you want to talk about Hey, you want a racing game? You want a snowboarding game? You want a skiing game? You want a wingsuit? And it kind of had some BMX kind of vibes with it too. When we're jumping, what? Okay. Which is crazy, because all that in one game, I would think would be nuts. I'm just going through this. And then they even announced a new character later in Rainbow Six Siege called Thunderbird, and she's pretty cool. Like she loves to fly in an airplane, from what I remember. And what? Dip? What? I thought I was dipping, but I ain't doing nothing. And I'm trying to give you guys this no weapon thing. I just wanna beat this mother dupper. I just wanna beat him. I just wanna beat him mother dupper down. So that was cool. She has her own little story. But why she even became that? They had a little animated trailer. And then Watch Dogs Legions got shown off. And they were like, hey, here's this expansion. They showed off Eden Pierce. I was like, what? And then Wrench, he's coming back. I was wondering if Marcus from Watch Dogs 2 would be there. And unfortunately, he's like, yeah, I would love to be a part of it. However, I never got he's like, however, I never got that call back. He was beating these motherfuckers down, right? Whoa! 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 That's all I'm trying to do. So that was cool. I was looking into, like I said to you guys, if Marcus from Watch Dogs 2 would be in there, but something with the voice actor, like I don't think he got the call or anything, so he wasn't in Watch Dogs Legion voice actor, or you didn't call him. How's he supposed to know to come back and be like, okay, cool, I'm down for this? And then they talked about a new, it's like an event or an expansion called Mirage, where it's like this weird kind of spatial samurai kind of ghost and whatnot. So that happened. Then they showed off Trackmania, then Brawlhalla, getting the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Then they talked about, hey, there's some content coming to the crew, Just Dance. And then this dude had his song, I forget what it was. Here's the nails something. He is kind of catchy. He gives a little thing, so he has his own song. And Just Dance 1 and 2. Then they were like, oh, remember you guys played Assassin's Creed Valhalla? Talk about upgrades to the river raids and mastery challenges that you can do. And that there will be a second expansion called Siege of Paris. Then went back to Far Cry 6. That got shown off. They showed it off like 2 or 3 times. Like the season pass, you get that. Mario Rabbids. After that, Sparks of New Hope. I'm currently playing Mario Rabbids. Right now, on my Switchy Switch, and that is fire. And then they also showed off Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. I was like, whoa, that's motherfucking crazy. I can't even believe that, but it was cool. Hopefully it looked pretty, but I hope the gameplay gets right. Okay. So there's that. There's like another little indie showcase, but I didn't watch that. Okay. So I'm going to touch on Xbox and Bethesda's showcase and whatnot. Forza Horizon 5 they showed off. Back for Blood. Like, I know there's a beta for Mother Loving Back for Blood that'll be coming out in the summer, so I can't wait for that. And the game will be coming out October 12th of this year. Now, if you have Game Pass, you're like, I wanted to check out Back for Blood. I wouldn't buy it, especially if you have Game Pass Ultimate, because on October 12th, Back for Blood will be coming to Game Pass Day 1. Let me just go through this real quick, like I said, because this is pretty stale. And then, yeah, Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's already out on PC, but it will be coming to console fall 2021. So this one. And as long, I'm gonna say it again, Shiz is coming to Game Pass Day 1. What you think you're doing? Small loving weight. Small loving weight. Yeah, that's smelled up in fire. And you see what I'm doing. You see what I'm doing. If you don't, put some loving glasses on. But anywho, we have Age of Empire 6. That'll be coming October 28th. So this model is up in here, so you love Age of Empires, you like having your own civilization, kind of get that more loving right. Hey, see, those in 20 years? That's for you. Oh, shit. Not here. So we get down dirty on this motherfucking stage. We got that. So as long as you have Game Pass, You get that shit. And if you got Xbox and you don't have no motherfucking Game Pass, I don't know what you're doing. You're motherfucking nuts. You're motherfucking crazy. Now I know somebody might be like this. Oh, well, I don't like everything that's on Game Pass. And I'll be like, of course, you're not gonna like everything that's on freaking Game Pass Ultimate, but it'll save you a lot of money. It's better than going out and buying damn near every motherfucking game. Come on, use that noodle, use that brain you got. So, if you wanted to get into Yakuza or the Dragon that I'm currently motherfucking streaming at this moment, boop, Game Pass. You wanted to play Hades, maybe you saw some reviews, and you're like, seems kind of cool. You got Game Pass Ultimate, boom, get it. You want to play 12 minutes? That'll be day one on Game Pass. You wanna... Duck the mother ducker up on this game? I got it. Oh. I feel like... music is way too loud. I'm getting drowned out. Thank you. That's what the heck. I'm all up in... Hold on, was. Hold up. Okay. Thank you. Out. We just beating this motherfucker. Okay. Thank you, Matt. Found out like a motherfucker. But if you could hear, you could have heard it. But if you couldn't, shoot, I don't blame you. Because it was probably blaring. Okay. So I told you guys about Yakuza Like a Dragon. That's on Game Pass. Hades, Game Pass. 12 minutes when that comes out. Day 1 Game Pass. Sable, Day 1 mode up in Game Pass. And what else? Mode up in Shredders. You wanna play a snowboard mode up in game? Hey. Game Pass, Day mode up in 1. Let's see if this has a release date. Main reason why I'm having the gameplay though is so people aren't bored. So looking at the same mode up and thing. So that'll be out in December. You get to play it. Day 1 with Mo and Game Pass. So that's even better. Like to me, that's even more of a reason. As long as you have your subscription, especially with Game Pass Ultimate, you get all these Mo loving games for free. I'm not gonna say you're gonna love and be like, oh my god, man, I need to be playing all these games on Game Pass, but you have variety as long as you got that subscription. And shoot, you don't always have to pick out for every game day 1 like that anymore, which is mother loving great. It really is. Among Us. That'll be coming to Game Pass. I feel like it's already out on Game Pass. Yeah, I did do that. But says I just got the console and just like duck it, throw it on there, so you're not bored. Starfield has a lot of PlayStation fans having their little panties tight in a bunch because they can't get Starfield. That'll be coming day one, November 11th.